Good morning, diners, and welcome to another of our 8th anniversary brunch specials. Bento box brunch, actually, today. The bento box is here on the table for consumption. And you might ask yourself, how did RE have another bento box from the shopping expedition at the Japanese restaurant? Well, you know, the situation is that everything gets overstuffed in modern restaurants. You get too much of everything. And so what I do is after I bring it home, I take it and I package it up. And how do you keep it good, all right, for a week or even more? And I think this is going to go 2 weeks, all right? We're on day number 5 now on this expedition. And so altogether I've totaled up at about $100. So I'm down to $20 a day now for this, for all my sustenance, okay, that I need. In fact, more than I need. And I'm not sure how many more days I'll be able to go, but it's going to be a few more days. All right. So what's in my bento box today? Well, first of all, this bento box is being reused. All right. This was the one bento box that I bought, but this is the second refilling of this bento box. All right. So what does it have in it? And I forgot to put my chopsticks and my fork, my spork here on the table. So I'll use my fingers, okay? They work good. And that's what I mostly eat with anyway. I like eating finger fruit. So what we have here is a vegetable tempura, okay? All right, and this is broccoli. And how do I keep it crunchy and nice texture? Well, that's an RE secret. I'm not going to tell you how I do that. But it's as good or better than when they served it up originally at the restaurant, okay, 4 or 5 days ago. And then in here we have our fried pork, okay? It's fried pork, and I gotta say, I didn't like this stuff. I don't like it. I'm gonna eat a little more of it, but most of it is going in the garbage, okay? It's too dry for me, and even with sauce, I don't like it. So, goodbye, all right? But, you know, there's not that much left. All right, and I've thrown out tons more food than that in making these videos, so I'm not worried. And then we have the tonkatsu chicken, which is it's okay. Okay, you gotta dip it in sauce before consuming it. It's also a little dry, and in general, I wouldn't buy this particular box anymore. This bento box. It's you know, that stuff is just crap. I can do better than that with pork and chicken. No problem. And then we have over here some more of that lettuce or greens or lemongrass or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not sure. And I think I'm going to put blue cheese dressing on it today, which isn't precisely Japanese, okay? I understand. And I might add lettuce and something else to it. But what is really good in this meal today is the sushi and pot stickers. Okay, you saw the pot stickers in yesterday's episode. There were a couple more to do. All right, I made a bunch, and so these are super duper good. They got pork and chicken in them, and they're a little spicy, not real spicy, and delicious. Okay, I love them, and I still have two more actually that I can cook up, and I probably will. Yes, in one of the next episodes, and then there's still a couple of pieces of sashimi left. I still have a piece of tuna. I still have a piece of mackerel. And I still have a piece of yellowtail, I think. Yeah, there it is. Okay? So, I still have a lot of good food here on day 4 of this Japanese meal. And I'm still going. And it's at least 3 more days of this stuff, folks. So, all right, let's call it 8 days. All right, as an estimate right now for my $100. So it costs roughly $12.50 a day, something like that. Okay, not sure my division. And that is above the SNAP card budget of $5 a day. But here's the deal. You see, I don't do this every week or even every month. Maybe I do this once every couple of months. Maybe. I don't think I've done this particular type of trip more than once in the last 2 months to go out to the restaurant and buy a bunch of their food for takeout. So you have to divide it up, you see. And then if you just say I went out once a month and did this once a month, spend $100 on this meal, okay? But I get $150 for my SNAP card. Well, I don't really get $150 because I haven't applied for the SNAP card program, even though I qualify, because I don't need it, okay? So it's only 2/3 of the total budget for the month, okay? And the rest of the month, I can easily subsist on peanut butter sandwiches and rice and beans and stuff like that, okay? There's lots of cheap food I can eat on $1 a day, all right? Maybe even less than that. And so you can, in fact, eat these quality foods on a SNAP card budget when you want to, as long as you use common fucking sense, all right, in how you spend your money and what you spend your money on. And so whenever I read about somebody who is, starving because they're eating potato chips and stuff like that, I don't feel any sympathy for these folks, okay? They're Darwin Award winners, they're among the people that, we don't really need consuming resources on the earth. It doesn't bother me. And so But for yourself, as a food consumer, someone who must eat, everybody has to eat. How do you do it cheap? How do you do it well? And how do you do it nutritiously? These are important questions for you to answer for yourself. Okay? And this is the way, one of the ways that I do it. I'm not saying it's the right way for you. Maybe you're a vegan, okay? You don't want to eat the fish and the chicken and the meat and all the rest of that. That's okay. You know, if you can put your meal together at a good price that you can afford, then that is what's important. And the more resilient it is, in other words, will this food be accessible after shit hits the fan day in my neighborhood or not? Can I raise this food myself? Can I grow it? Etc. Those are also important questions to ask yourself. Myself, besides mushrooms and maybe some herbs, I am not going to be growing enough food to eat for myself. But on the other hand, I've got so many fucking preps that, I mean, it's got to be 2 to 3 years before I run out of food. I mean, really, I'm serious about that. I mean, I got a lot of prep food. Rice and beans and dried stuff like that. Mountain House foods. Then, of course, my frozen stuff in the fridges. And there's no way I'm running out of food for a couple of years, no matter what. Although, I'll miss fresh sushi. Yes, I mean, that's good. All right. So, I hope you're enjoying the series here on the cooking zone of the Doomstead Diner, and are reading our forum, which is very active these days and very lively. And that's all the doom. This time until next time, here on the Collapse Morning Wake Up Call, Cooking Zone, yada yada, of the Doomstead Diner. Hasta la bento box.